And we are back on season number 29 of Raiders franchise. We got 2 seasons left to go. We're going to hopefully have a real good time. Let's get it started. Quickly going to show off the team. Quickly going to show off the roster. And yeah, pretty good team in my opinion. The offense looking fantastic. The defense looking, in my opinion, even better, you could argue. And don't forget about the special teams. 91 across the board. Our final scouts, as there is only one more draft, there is no season 30 draft because there's only 30 seasons. Here's the scouts, the first position expertise being the one they are. Then all their regions and stars. Without any more delays, let's get right into it. Starting out with the Cleveland Browns, week 1. We're going to win that one 38-22 with Mark Doolittle getting player of the week. Oh, by the way, last episode we won the Super Bowl 45-42. Never mentioned it, but there we go. Week 2 against the Giants. They start out with a win as well, and they do go ahead and defeat us. We fall to 1-1 on the year. We're going to go ahead and get started on our scouts. Interior, Mike, linebacker, and the last offensive tackle. There we go. Week 3 against the Dolphins. They're 2-0, so hopefully we can put them in the L column. And we can't. 33-28, we end up losing. We do have negotiations to go over. Negative money, though, so we cannot afford to bring any of these guys back. We do have some fifth-year options that do not matter as there is no next season. We are going to still treat it like there is, though, so don't worry about that. So, and looking at all of these guys, to be honest, the only player I'm really going to be upset losing is going to be Quentin Wilson. However, I do believe we have his replacement. We do. We have Marcel Northrup. Not great, but still nonetheless. I mean, that and we do have Sam Leonard, as you can see at the but he is a Sam linebacker, so who knows how much he'll actually play there. Week 4 against them boys. We're gonna start 1-3 with Quentin Wilson and Santiago Fernandez injured. Week 5 against the Broncos. Just been a very disappointing start to this season. We need something to bounce back from, and we'll see if we can. We still can't. 12-10, we lose. So here we are, 1-4. Just an abysmal start to the season. Week 6 against the Commanders. We'll go ahead and go through this week and then look at the stats, which lost again 34-10. And we might genuinely be looking at selling. Mark Doolittle doing great. The offense doing great still. The defense is abysmal. Jeff Boss, after having a very, I don't want to say productive year last year, looked very good. Now at 3.7 yards per carry. See Miguel Ruiz doing good. The blocking. Well, this is why. A bunch of sacks being allowed, especially along the right side. Defensively, 45 tackles for Ezekiel McElroy. Tackles for loss, we got 5 for Springs. 3.5 sacks for both Oliver and Foot, with interceptions going to a few players. Kicking, 5 for 8 is definitely not good. Cam Barnett. Punting, 54-yard average is really good. We ultimately just need a spark. Something to get this season going. A 19-16 win might do it. It wasn't a great win, but who knows? Maybe just winning a game is all we needed. We now sit at 2-5, approaching the trade deadline. It's going to be a question of, are we going to sell? We win against, as Quentin Wilson is out 3 to 5 weeks. Yet again, he just cannot stay out on the field. So here we are at the trade deadline. Is there any player here who is, saying, oh man, we would benefit immensely from trading? There is one, potentially a few more. I just want to see the center and right guard. Okay, we cannot afford to trade Cofield. So I could trade him to the Chiefs or the Titans are the only teams interested. Granted, 28 mil is probably doing it. Do I really want to give him to the Chiefs? I mean, that just sounds so stupid. He'd immediately become their number two. They also can't afford him. So it might genuinely just be Tennessee from a cap standpoint. Who negative 40K also can't afford him. Their highest rated player is a kicker. We'll go ahead and take literally the cheapest guy off your hands. Which, I mean, Torrey Colbert. That's who it's going to be. As well as, 4th round pick. I'm not asking for a lot. There's no way no team needs a backup quarterback. Perfect. Sixth round pick. There you go. That leaves us, excuse me, leaves us with a roster spot to go ahead, and we're gonna have to bring in a D tackle ultimately. Doug Graham, welcome to the team. So we don't necessarily sell at the deadline, I'd say. We just trade away one guy who ultimately wouldn't have been part of the team next year anyway, who was our D tackle free. I mean, and as soon as we do that, Ethan Oliver goes down. Week 10 now against Jacksonville. We're one game out of 500, and that's exactly what we do. We are back at 500. We are currently winning our division. Denver is right there, however, at 4-5. I believe they have the tiebreaker over us. due to head-to-head. However, we should still play them at least one more time this season. Another new injury. Jesse McKinney this time. And the young tight end is unfortunately going to be going on IR. As we are now going to be in the market for a tight end. I don't recognize any names here, so. We can't afford him. We are so unbelievably broke. We are going to have. Wait, Diego Campo. We have 4 tight ends? Or had? Okay, we're fine then. All right, Mark Doolittle first in the league in passing yards. Currently. Offense is doing amazing. Jeff Boss is still putting up a stinker. Points scored, we are 10th. Receiving, Miguel Ruiz's first points allowed. Definitely has gotten better. Just Jeff Boss has not. Jeff Boss is honestly going to probably be benched. Miguel Ruiz dominating, though. Blocking. Ever since then, the O-line's locked in. We'll see if they're able to hold. 74 tackles from McElroy. Still leading the way. Tackles for loss 10 for Springs. 9 sacks for Ryan Foote. 3 interceptions for Jelani Pinkins. Kicking has gotten better. Was 5 for 8. He has gone 7 of 8 since. Punting, it's gotten worse, but I mean, 52 yards is still a damn good season. And Von Pierman is going to get the nod. Former first round pick just has not really played well to earn it. But at this point, we need all the help we can get. Jeff Boss clearly isn't cutting it. We're putting Pierman out there. Thankfully, we can't lose this game. We are in week 13, which means we do have focus player. Playoff picture. We currently are in there at the number 4, holding it down. However, Denver is right behind us at 5 and 6. Kansas City not too far out at 4 and 7 either. This will be a very big game for us. Would potentially be like, I wouldn't say the nail in the coffin for Kansas City by any means, but it would be very hard to come back from. I feel like we almost have to go ahead and do D tackle for our focus player. We don't necessarily need anyone amazing. We just need some depth guys right here. Guys who we know we'd be able to draft. All right. Let's do this. Kansas City. Big game for both sides. Are we able to potentially nail the coffin shut? We win 19-16. This is about the exact same score it was last time. As Ezekiel McElroy goes down with an injury. 3 to 5 weeks. So he will be back in time for the playoffs. However, it is not a guarantee we make it there. As we are now the number 2 seed, the number 1 seed being the Dolphins at 8 and 4. Very even conference. You look at the top 8 teams all sharing a record of 7 and 5, minus the Dolphins who are 8 and 4. And then you look at Tennessee, who is at 6 and 6. You look at New England, who is at 6 and 6. They're only a game out. Denver at 5 and 7. Can't really rule them out either. So, by no means is it over for anyone. Maybe the teams who, like I said, are 4-8. We do lose to the Jets, unfortunately, which gives the Broncos a huge opportunity. Sharif Greer, I have no idea who that is. We had a roster spot anyway due to IR. Oh, he's a cornerback. Oh, welcome to the team, Sharif. All right, big game against Denver. And we are going to go ahead and watch this game. All right. A huge chance for either team. Denver, like I said, beat us earlier. They currently have the tiebreaker if it was to come to that. However, in order for it to get to that, we need to be the same record, which we currently have the advantage in. We are the better team. The question is going to be, of course, who's going to win this game? That is pretty much going to change everything. If we win, we're in a good spot, which we're currently losing 14-3. 21-3 now. 21-10, 28-10. It's going to be rough to come back from. We're going to try. We have Patton, our amazing deep threat guy. And that's just an unfortunate interception. Had a chance, was underthrown severely. 35-10. We're going to go ahead and lose this one. Absolutely humiliating loss. And that puts our playoffs in jeopardy. We had a good chance going into this game to not lock it up or anything, but Quentin Wilson injured again. Oh my goodness. At this point, it might be a good thing he's leaving the team because his availability is just not great. Don't get me wrong, he is a good player. We are 7-7. That currently puts us at the 10 seed. The 7 seed is the Jets, who are 8-6. The Bengals are the 9 seed. The 8 seed are the Patriots. So 7-7 currently is the cutoff. You need to be 8-6 to get in. We see Indianapolis also there at 11. So the question will be, with 3 games to go, a very close contest. You see the Ravens at 8-6, the Bills at 8-6, the Titans at 8-6, the Texans at 8-6. Miami is really the only one who has separated themselves. With 3 games to go, who's going to be those guys who separate themselves from the rest? All right. We win. That puts us at the 7 seed. We are currently in Tennessee at the 8, Indianapolis at the 9. So we're not necessarily in. All right. The season is not over. There is still plenty to play for. We cannot afford to slip up even once, or that could be fatal. And we're going to be going against the 13-3 Eagles with a win and in for the division on the line. So big game here. Can we pull off the upset? The road is definitely going to be tough to get, but if there's anyone who can do it. 10-7 currently. 14-10 we lead in the fourth. 17-14 now. And we lose, so our playoff spot's going to come down to chance. Unfortunately, we lose to our former guy, Spencer Nails. Glad to see him having success, though. Is it enough? Is the question. 9-8. It's good enough for one team, guaranteed. The question is just going to be, is it us? It's unfortunately not. It's enough for the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. We are the first team out. The Jets also, unfortunately, don't make it. So, for us, unfortunate, very disappointing way to end the season. You see Denver also, because of that tiebreaker, we won one of those games. The Ravens and the Buccaneers battling out for the Super Bowl. Who's going to win it, though, is the big question. It's going to be the Buccaneers, 27-24. We still don't get Super Bowl or an MVP. That's And once again, Hodges goes off again. Ruiz, second in the league in receiving. Or Hodges might be the greatest receiver of all time. We have retirements to go over. Teo Gonzalez, sounds like a familiar name, retires. Doug Graham, we bring him in, hopefully trying to make a run. Fortunately, we don't even make it in. Isaiah Tate, our former guy, congratulations to him on a great career. Might be good enough to be in the Raiders Hall of Fame. Definitely not the Pro Football. He was really the first successful running back we had. And honestly, only post Ashton Genty era. But there's one final season now. We are right at the end. We have negative 72 mil. We'll accept Jonathan Springs. Unfortunately, we can't bring any of these guys back. We'll accept as you're going to be the starter now. We'd like to see a sample size. Is there not any? Is there? I thought there was one more. We're going to go ahead and bring him back. We always do. But there we go. And that is going to do it for this episode. One final look at the roster. Here we are. I'll see you guys for the off season, where it will be our final off season of this series. By the way, August 13th, we are now on the 2nd, so we should be good before Madden 27 comes out. If you don't know, once this series is over, until the next series starts, which will be in September, I wait until the week 1 rosters come out to start. We will be doing a college football 27 Road to Glory series. Wide receiver Valentine Shallow. We are going into our second year. So there is a playlist for it if you are interested. I ideally plan on bringing him from Road to Glory to the Superstar mode here on Madden. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.